All right, we are back to try mission 2 again and use the unspotted rules correctly. Again, I want to thank the person who commented. Incredibly appreciated that you steered me right on a rule I have done wrong forever. So, let's get started here. Turn 1, there is, let me shuffle that. There is no friendly HQ, no defensive HQ, PC markers. We're definitely placing those, and it's just C. This is going to be very interesting for me to play this this way. I've never done this before. I don't think I've had too many outside of Bulge where I've had unspotted units that I can remember. There are no enemy activities, so that's pretty darn easy. So let's go to ours. We are no contact. We are at night. So the CO is a veteran at night. Most he can save is 6. 5 plus 2, he's got 6. Well, he has 7 initially because it's a veteran no contact. I am going to activate. He can only spend 4. 1. I'm going to spend 2. He's going to spend on 1, 2, 3, 4. He spent 4. That's the limited max spend. Limited visibility is 4. Can only save 6 as a veteran. But so now we're going to do number 1, which is 2 plus. He's a veteran plus no contact. He's saving 4. I'm not doing a thing. Also a veteran, no contact, saving 3. EXO is a veteran, no contact, saving 6. For Sergeant, even more. Now, third platoon, he actually gets 0 because it is no contact, but he's green. No, he's line. He gets 1. He is a line. And then the HMG gets, he's a veteran. Yep, he's a veteran, no contact, so he gets 3. Now, we get 2. I don't think I'm doing anything with my general initiative. It just doesn't make sense to do anything. I could argue artillery. Mortar's got some illumination. I think we're going to hold for right now. We basically do nothing because I got my guys in position. I don't really want to do anything. Sure don't want to get them exposed. So, there are no capture, no retreat, no vehicles, no fire mission update. We're straight to PC contact. So there's 5 C's. So number 4, we're doing this one. It is C, no contact. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got one already. Ugh. Sorry, card 1 through 10. That is a 4. 1 through 10, a 4. Package 3. Tank destroyers. All right. So we have 2 tank destroyers. They do have ammo of 6. And they will be carrying these guys. All right. The way I'm treating this, the ASs, because the A is on the same card, it is no ammo. These A's with long, they do have ammo. That's the way I'm playing it. So this unit goes onto this forest road. This unit goes onto this forest road. That is 1. And actually, let's look. They're unspotted. I believe. Tank destroyers unspotted. Very important. This changes everything. It is interesting that there is no effect on spotting for night. I find that fascinating. Granted, you can only spot on the card right in front of you. That's probably the change. All right, we got 4 left. This one. So still 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have contact again. Number 10. Or 10 of them. It's a 7. That is package 6. A base of fire, 1 squad. Range L. Marked exposed. Max range line of sight per the placement table. So it's going to be 1 card. So he is small arms. So he's not an A. Marked exposed. Placing a VOF and spotted. So where will he be? This is column 5. So 6, that is a 3, direct front. So this unit is, he can't be there. He can't go on there. He can only be here. So we're going to put him there, and he is exposed. He does have a PDF here. He is spotted. Spotted. So we have got this small arms firing. Small arms to small arms is what's basically happening. But he's exposed, so that's good. All right. Now, what's interesting, that took us straight to engaged because we have 2 cards with a volume of fire. So now, engaged, it's only drawing 2 cards. So 3 left. So we're doing this unit. 1, 2, nothing. 2 cards. There's a contact. I love that. 1, 2. All right. And then last one. 1, 1, 2, nothing. All right. There's our contact that we got for the first phase. So we do have some tanks coming in. These tank destroyers. Now these mines have a good chance of wiping those suckers out, which is awesome. Better than Panthers coming down the line. So, pinned recovery, none, so just combat effects. So here, we have small arms, and then it's +4 for night, +6, -2, so that is a +4, which is pinned. Nice. Now here, we've got +4, +5, which is missed. All right. And that is it. This bunker is firing straight ahead. Nobody else could see that guy. That is the end of turn 1. We're on turn 2. We're going to continue. We're a whopping 8 minutes in. So, do we have an HQ event? We don't. Do they have an HQ event? They don't. PC markers, A and C. So A, C, and C. All right. There's automatically activated. And then we have 1 card. That is pinned, not under cover. So 1 through 5 to 3. 1 through 5, pinned, not under cover. That is move or seek cover. So he is going to try to find cover. So 1, 2, 3, he found cover. So he is exposed, but under cover now. So he's slightly worse off for the wear. And that is it. So, friendly. We are no longer, we get the +1, so my CO gets a +1 simply for being a veteran. He is a 4. So that is 5 for the CO. So he's up to 8. He can save. He is allowed to save. By the way, the second and the first are up here, but they have phone wire. So, he can save up to 6. I'm going to flip, activate, activate, activate. Those two are not going to activate because they're at their max already. So he was at 8. He's saving. He's going to save 5. All right. Oh, yep. Nope. That is all correct. Golly, getting my head's getting wrapped up. So the platoon, first platoon gets a +1, so he's up to 9. He is not going to do anything. He is just going to save 6. He's sitting up here in this bunker, by the way. I really didn't talk about my setup. I've got artillery FO, mortar FO, second platoon, first platoon. They're attached to those. I've got sitting in bunkers. These are deep bunkers. In these bunkers, I've got heavy machine guns. I've also got heavy machine guns back here in the upper story. And where else? Should be one more heavy machine gun. Oh, it's back here. I left them back there. We'll move them forward. I just didn't want them sitting here in the foxhole, not really doing anything, getting hit. I've got units with bazookas here. Units with bazookas, let's see, here. Units with bazookas here. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 more units with bazookas. I think that's right. There might be one more with a bazooka. 1, 2. Yep, here and here. There we go. So that's what I got. All right. So, second platoon. He is undercover and a veteran, so he gets 5. He's up to 8. He's just going to save all 6. Third platoon is line. 5. He's basically saving 4. He's not doing anything right now. We don't know what's happening, so we're just going to let the action come to us. HMG 3. He is undercover, and he basically is a veteran and gets to 6. For Sergeant, is a veteran, stays at 6. XO stays at 6. Draw, we get 2. Going to have this unit concentrate fire. So he is a veteran. So 1, 2, oh wow. So that is a critical hit concentrate fire, which means we're ignoring the cover and we have the -1. So the cover didn't help him. That's actually an awesome result. I don't think I want to do anything else. I really don't want to move any units. I don't want to take a risk. So we're just going to waste the last concentrate, where we're going to waste the last general initiative. I'm going to let these units come and hit these mines. Just going to sit quiet. So no enemy, well, no offensive mission, no capture, no retreat. So now it's up to them to move. So first unit, I just drew a 2 out of 1, so it's this unit. He is activated. He is going to, well, let's look at this card. It's if turn 9 or later, not applicable. Fire closest tank, not applicable. Point blank range, attempt to concentrate fire, he's not point blank range. If on the default route and a card with an HMG is close range, nope. If not on the default route, nope. Move one card along the default movement path based on the zone of origin. And if we toggle this route, we can see in red their route and in blue. So he moves here. When he moves here, that guy is going to attack him. Now this says you place the 2 AT mines, and it says it's triggered when a vehicle enters a card. Flip to its activated side. Resolve its -4 against the vehicle. Replace this resolution of any other basic. So it's -4 against the vehicle, it says. Now, it's interesting because that shows a -2. Maybe the mod has the wrong thing here. I need to check on that. Because it very specifically says -4 against the vehicle. So that's what I'm going with. So this is, it's a VOF, so defensive value of that unit, it's a Jagdpanzer 4. So +1, I don't know if I said that right, by the way. +1, this card, it's in the card, so it's a 0. So +1, moving is +2, then -4, so it's a -2. That is a 4, so that drops it to a 2, which is retreat. So this unit and its infantry retreat. I kind of would have loved to have. I liked another result better. And that unit is gone. That's no longer applicable. So obviously we're doing this now. And it is the same thing. It's moving in here. It's basically a -2 as well. So let's draw. That is a 3, so that's a 1, so that's better. That is knocked out. So this unit is ultimately knocked out. So it's a wreck. Now, oops. These units are unspotted. I don't know what effect that has. The mine is gone. Now, 2 things happen when we get the knocked out. The first thing is the convert each crew and passenger step to a generic fire team and inflict hits. Place the teams under the wreck marker, but mark them exposed. So, this unit, the Jag, he has a crew of 2. So we basically have 2 fire teams coming out. Both of them get a hit. Now, a reminder, we are playing where in the rules, you know, it's interesting because I restarted this one. And so sometimes I'm forgetting. I didn't talk about this really. Let's see. Where is it? These guys, it's all German fanaticism. The long-range squads are more standard. Assault teams. Oh, so fanaticism in mission 2. Where is that? I swear that's. Mission 2. Why am I not? The German forces are limited. What am I missing? I'm going to pause. All right, it's pretty obvious and annoying. Mission 2. In blue, under enemy. Enemy fanaticism rule 8.13 applies to all units except human waves. So all units except human waves. So fanaticism rule is effectively do not convert to litter or paralyzed. A litter is a fire team. Paralyzed is a casualty. So in drawing for this, each of these, and what did it say? Are they on a vehicle when they come out? They are marked exposed. Now, one of the things that, oh my gosh, excuse me. In the mission rules, notice under 4.7, any German tank, tank destroyer, or infantry marked exposed that moves into the line of sight of good order units is automatically spotted. So these units are now spotted because these guys are exposed. Actually, they were already exposed because the tank was exposed when it moved. I don't think tanks get exposed, but this guy did. So he's exposed as well. And so, likewise, the passengers riding on the tank, any infantry riding on a tank that is a target, the result of brood, knocked out, or pinned is automatically hit. Resolve the hit effect immediately. Immediately disembark, place an exposed marker, which is applicable in the subsequent phase. So, we immediately disembark them, and they take a hit. So, they are green. So, that is an A. Result. So, they have an assault team. It is pinned and it is exposed. It is exposed. Well, pinned, I'm sorry. This right here, we're applying a hit. Paralyzed, that is a casualty because it is a fanaticism. And then another one, another paralyzed. So another casualty. So this is what we face. And these units are pinned and on this card, and they are spotted now because they are exposed and in sight. This guy is going to open up fire, which is automatic. And this unit will also open up fire. Not from the deep bunker, but that unit will. So we have crossfire. He's small arms, but this doesn't need to be there. All right. So our AT mines did their job. That is awesome. Fire mission update? None. Potential contacts. So we're starting with the A's. There's 5 of them. So this is number 3. Now we are 2 units, so it's still we're engaged. So A is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That card is nothing. So 4. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, liking the way this is starting. I'm sure that'll end. 3. That is number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we got a contact. So A's are 5. We're only drawing 5. So that is a 2, which is package 2, which is tanks. So those are Panthers coming. Not quite as fun. Oh, by the way, let's actually track this. Knocked out a tank or tank destroyer with an AT mine. So I just got a 2. So 1, 2. Got to track that as they happen. That'll be easier. Not spotted. They do. Well, they have 6. All right, 6 and 6. Top. Forest Road and Forest Road. So they'll start marching down. That is that one. So one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got another contact. That is a 2. That is another Panther. So more. 2 more Panthers. So they're rolling on down. 6. 6. Automatic and automatic probably. Yep, I figured that had to be the case because we have so many not out there. And these are stacked up behind. Now these guys are all unspotted. So I am going to do this. Unspotted. Now, I will point out if a tank moves, I mean, it very specifically said, any German tank, tank destroyer, or infantry unit marked exposed. That's an interesting thing. I didn't think tanks or tank destroyers were marked exposed. But if the infantry move here, they're getting marked exposed, and so we'll spot them right away if they come in that area. All right. Excellent. So that took care of that one. Now we've got our C's. We are engaged. So we got 5 C's. So number 3. And C engaged is 2. So 1, 2, nothing. 4 of them. Number 3. 1, 2, nothing. 3 of them. Number 1. 1, 2, nothing. Wow. 2 of them. Number 1. 1, 2. Wow. Short. 1, 2. Nothing. Wow. Very fortunate. I'll count my blessings. So that's the PC. Now, pinned recovery. I don't think there's any pinned recovery. These guys are all pinned, but they're under volume of fire. These guys are, by the way, firing. They would have been firing at the card with the most steps, which would be over here. So I'm flipping that. And this is going to be an all pin. So we need... These guys are firing. All right. I think that's it. So, this card first. We have got automatic -1 coming through white, so 0. So -1, -2. This is -4, and then +5. The +1 and visibility. So it's a +1. Both of these are a +1 effectively. So, first one, +1. That is a hit. paralyzed and a casualty because of the fanaticism. That is 2 casualties. Casualties mount fast. All right. This guy is a +1. Another hit. Another casualty. So we literally have no units on this card anymore, meaning when these units, well, when they move down, they're going to be exposed, so it won't matter. All right, continuing down, this is all pinned. So we have +1, +4, +6, both, all the units. So there's 4 units at +6. So +6, miss. Second one is pinned. So that is my mortar. Miss and miss. All right. That's that one. And this volume of fire disappears. All right. Here. Small arms. +4, +6, +7. No, we're ignoring that. +6, +7 for pinned, -3. So that is a +4 miss. All right. And then here we have +4, +5 miss. All right. Tough with this visibility. I don't have any units here with a handheld illumination. Got a couple of them here. I gave the tank I don't know why I gave them. It doesn't really make sense. I did the handheld illumination stupidly. This guy, which is 1-2, just used some ammo. But he is the only unit, I think, on the map that cares about ammo usage. So, yeah, this guy is small arms fire. So with that, we'll clean up. And I think we will move on and do one more turn. Let's move on to turn 3. HQ event. Ooh, we get an HQ event. I don't know what that will do. In my experience, this is usually not good. Number 3. Comm trouble. Of course. Really wanted the 6, 7, or 8. That would have been awesome. So comm trouble. So CO is not activated by the battalion. Draw for initiative. So we can't actually activate anybody. I am going to give myself an experience there. And then we will draw. Well, that's not the right turn. So we have to remember there's comm trouble. So their event, they have none. PC markers. B and C. C and then B. All right. And then they've got only the 1 unit again. Well, all these guys are activated. Oh, come on. Activate, and that is it. Nope, 1 more. Activate that guy. They got 4 tanks coming in. So then we got this guy. He's the only unit left on the map. So he is pinned undercover. 1 through 4. That is a 3, pinned undercover. He's going to attempt to rally, and he does not. So he is done. I'm not going to do anything else with him. He's pinned, by the way, so that's now all pinned fire. It was all pinned fire last time, too. Although, actually, you know what? I didn't pin him. That was a miss. Should have gone to nothing. The last time it was a +2 for the pinned. This time, pretty sure I missed him and he is no longer pinned. So actually, let's step back. He is not pinned. So that is, he is all other situations. So we're going to draw here. This is the draw. So 1 through 3, that's a 2, which is advance straight ahead. So he's actually moving here. Now, he is going to open fire on me. This is one of those, I think I follow him, but I don't know. I'm going to go look. So small arms there. I'm going to pause. Very clear. The PDF never changes direction in response to opposing units' movement. In point-blank combat, when it moves away, you can go with it. So he is going to continue firing here, even though he moved here. Yep. So we can attempt to shift fire here. I don't really have a unit to tell him to do that. He is firing this way. All right. So that was that unit moving. So on to us. Now we had the HQ event, so we are not activating normally. This is just general initiative. So that's a 3, and he is a veteran, so 4. So he's up to 9. He's spending the first 2. Then he's just saving. He's saving them all, I think. I mean, there's nothing for him to really do. I don't think there's anything we really want him to do. Excuse me. Because everybody's at max right now. So the first 3, I mean, he's just gonna. I don't even want the first. Can't see any units yet, so I can't lay down fire. Second, third, HMG, and then first and second, and then what about, I get 0. Ugh. 0 general initiative. I really wanted to shift fire. Shite. All right. That sucked. But I didn't want to move a unit in here to, like, I could have moved the XO up here to try to, in fact, I could have infiltrated them. Probably would have been smart. Didn't do it. Figured I'd get 1. Dang it. All right. In fact, this is just an absolute waste of ammo, too. So now there is no retreat. We're on to AT. So let's draw 4. So it's this unit right here. So that unit is going to move onto this card. Now, when he moves onto this card, these guys are exposed. They are under a volume of fire. They are no longer unspotted because there's exposed units in line of sight of U.S. units. Again, that was any tank destroyer, or infantry unit marked exposed that moves into the line of sight of a good order U.S. unit is automatically spotted. So they do drop off. That is the bottom. You'll notice note 1. If, let's see. No. Bottom there, note. Any Panzer Grenadiers riding on tanks or tank destroyers dismount when the vehicle ends its movement in line of sight of U.S. units off the default route or on a card with a VOF. They will dismount at the beginning of the vehicle movement action if they're under VOF. So it ended its movement here. It drops off. It's exposed. Now, this unit undergoes the volume of fire. The best we got is a +2. So that is a +3 for the Panther. It's a 0 for the cover and concealment. +4, +6 for the automatic weapon. So nothing. It's just ricocheting off of that Panther. So, all right. Next unit. 3 of them. Number 1. So this guy is going to move on to here, and he is unspotted. And I'm just going to, well, I'm going to get rid of that unspotted because it's going to go away when he moves here. He is done. All right. Next. 2 units. Number 2. 1, 2. So this unit is going to move here. He is moved, ends its move in line of sight of units. He is exposed. When he moves in there, he's exposed. When they're exposed, they're no longer spotted. So that unit is exposed. Now this unit, and actually I need to we got heavy weapons fire here. Three steps, 2 steps, 3 steps. So we got to decide which one or a 2. So he is firing this way. Heavy. He moved. Well, he moved. He gets to take a shot at him. I got to decide if I want to. That is a +3 for the Panther. If you look at the Mark V Panther, a +3. +3, +4 for the guard, +5 for moving, -1 for the bazooka. So that's a +4. I just don't see. Super lucky just to pin him. I'm going to try to. I'm hoping this guy ultimately moves on here without. Without infantry. So this unit is firing here. This unit is firing here. This unit is firing here. So we've got automatic weapons and a crossfire coming in on this card from these 3 spots. All right. I think that is all accurate. So he's fired. So we've got, he's moved. So it's just this guy. He is going to come down to here. He's done. There's nothing else to do. So that's the AT movement. So fire mission update, there's none. Potential contact. So we got B's up here. So let's draw. Number 5. Oops. And it is a B. So we are engaged. Yep, we're engaged. We're not heavily engaged. So B is 3. So 1, 2, 3. So he actually had a contact there. That is a 10. So that's a 3. B3 is package 2. Package 2 is, I believe, Panthers. It is. We don't have 2 Panthers, so we can't do that package. 10, a 3 again. All right. Going to keep drawing. Number 9. Package 6. So 1 squad marked exposed. All right. So, and he can be here. Well, he can be in here or here. So one squad. That is the last one. 1 squad marked exposed. And where? So this is column 5. We got a 1 or a 2 for left, 5 or 6. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 2. So that is basically column 5. That is going to be left front. And the reason I did that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is going to be here, exposed. He is firing on this card. Small arms. All right. 1 down. So number 1 over here. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. 3. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. 2 left. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. So we do have contact. It is number 9 again. So number 9, we saw this before. Number 9 is package 6. Package 6 is a base of fire. There are no more squads. So that doesn't work either. So number 4 is package 3, tank destroyers. Those we do have. So we got a pair of tank destroyers. There are no infantry to put on them. They're basically going to stack up behind here. There's 1. There's 2. Put some unspotted markers by them. Don't think it really matters. So that was this unit. Now we're down to, so we're drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. All right, now we're at C. So C is drawing 2. So number 5. 1, 2. Nothing. 4. 3. 1, 2. 3. Number 1. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. Wow. And then 1, 2. Wow. Been lucky with the C's. And I think that's it for a couple of turns. So we are facing what we are facing. It's a bunch of tanks rolling down. Very interesting. I need to get artillery fire going. I can now spot so I can see these guys. I got to get this guy unpinned. So that's the PC markers. Unpinned. I don't think there's anybody pinned, not under a volume of fire. Nope. So here. This guy is, it's +4 for the visibility, and then 0, and then -4. So it's basically a 0, which is a miss. Ooh, that's a bad card. Gonna have to remember to go do ammo. This unit is +4, and then -4 again. So it's a 0. So he is pinned. He is not a human wave, so he can be pinned. All right. And that, by the way, well, it doesn't matter because of the heavy fire. This is heavy weapon. So +4, +6, plus, that's 11. So these two are +6. Pinned and missed. Well, that sucks. I'm going to have to unpin that guy. This is +4, +2, +6, +7, -3. So that's a +4. He's also pinned. Wow. Look at that guy go. All right. That's that. And I'm going to mark their tank used. And I'm also going to mark this tank used. I think that is all of their units that have usage. So, that is here. Here we got heavy weapons. So we have +4, +5, +10, -3. So +6, +6. Let's do those two first. +6, pinned, and a miss. So this guy's unpinned, but he is pinned. Wow. Now this is +4, +5, +6, -3. So both of these are +3. Miss and miss. So those two are misses. This no longer applies. This guy moved to here. We're firing, but it's irrelevant. So this guy now, +4, +5. So it's a +5. Pinned. Wow. And 1-1 HMG. And the other one is 1-2 HMG. Those two have fired ammo. And with that, we are done, I believe, with turn number 3. So at this point, I'm going to clean up. Record, it's turn 3. We are at 50 minutes. Perfect. So we will save the game and come back to turn 4. Hopefully I'm doing it right this time. If I'm not, somebody please point out in the comments what I've messed up. I really appreciate y'all watching. I really appreciate the lessons learned, helping me, making me maybe not a better player, but a player playing by the rules, which I guess is by definition maybe better. So thank you very much. See you again on turn 4.